We're going to try to get a NASA spec, specifically in for ST class. Cage built up for us, welded in, painted up, put the engine back in, and should have an awesome next season. Guess I can show the interior while we're at it. It's pretty standard right now. Have a Sparkle Sprint, simple seat, super cheap, but fits me really well personally. You got the hub with the D&D quick release, which I love. It's a great tool. There's the mechanism there for the quick release. Got a fire extinguisher. There's the Hall Tech, no glove box just because that was temporary. Oil pressure gauge and fuel pump switch. You got oil pressure, oil temp, and oil coolant temp. Boost gauge tucked away over here. And the other week I managed to strip out most of the back. Didn't do all the sound detonation, but that can come out with some dry ice when we get closer to the cage. And the trunk is also all already torn out. And last year I hardwired the fuel pump, bypassed the control module. So that's all hardwired. That's how the relay sitting back there. The car was still up front, had the battery in the front, but I'm gonna relocate that to the back corner over there. I'm trying to think what else. These brakes I just put on, or the rotors and pads, I just swapped them out. They're Stop Tech rotors, slotted, not drilled, and Hawk HP Plus pads. And I hate the pads, honestly. They are obnoxiously loud. You press on the pedal and they're squeaking to all hell, like even when they're warmed up on track. And last time I was out, I had really bad brake shudder in the rear once they got really hot. So I don't know if they're overheating or what, but before I had some, the same rotors, but some EBC yellow formula pads on it before, and they never had that problem. And I still didn't get fade. Well, it was right on the edge of fade. I would get fade every once in a while for like 1 or 2 corners, but nothing serious. So I'm gonna do something with these pads. You see boost controller here. We had it set to, it spikes about 17 pounds, drops down to 15-ish, but that's what we tuned it on. I guess they're not R8 coils technically, they're kind of TSSI coils, but those have been awesome. And this harness made up from, I think, Boost Factory up in Alberta, Canada, have made it up. Yeah, it's been awesome. Good stuff. This mount, I think I found it off on a forum, but Zerith something maybe, but I think they're a Russian company that made that mounting bracket, but it's been pretty good. I might CNC my own, but it's been good till now. Still clutch fan. No plans on upgrading to electric because this car has never gotten hot on the street and has never gotten hot on the track until this past session when it was 110 Fahrenheit outside. So yeah, that was part of the issue there. Catch can wise, these are kind of our breathers here. And their catch cans are tucked down here, and there's two of them. I have one ran to the exhaust valve cover, one to the intake cover, and you absolutely don't need that much ventilation on the street, but after 20-30 minute sessions, it would start blowing quite a bit, so that really helped with that. And yeah, it really eliminated that. It freed up the flow a lot more. Yeah. What else? So yeah, the eventual plan with this car is to get into a NASA ST street touring spec, class wheel-to-wheel race. That would make this the first wheel-to-wheel Skyline in the US, which would be a pretty cool feat. It's gonna take some work, but I think it will get there, and I guess you don't really know the real look of it on these wheels, but I already have quite a bit of suspension work done. These wheels don't show it, but on the real set of tires, they're and wheels, it's about 4.5 negative degrees of camber in the front, 2.5 in the back. Caster in the front is about 9.5 degrees forward, thanks to some tension rods. I don't know if you can see them down there, but tension rods, camber arms, the whole works. It's a Highcast Elite car, Driftworks kit, pulled the whole system out, all the solenoid, looped the power steering lines, and that's been awesome. In the rear, it's got solid bushings on the subframe. I've been happy with them. I think this diff's a little tired, which is something that we'll have to adjust later, but it's pretty clunky. It is solid bushing, but it's been getting worse and worse, so it's probably time for some change up there. But yeah, that's pretty much everything for now, and we'll get to work and see. Hopefully this engine will be out in, I don't know, a week or so. Pretty busy right now, so we'll see what we can do.